Okay, hello everybody. I'm Renee Varnador, and this is Soul Portal Journeys, and we are celebrating the full moon eclipse because we want to celebrate emotional wounding and healing and all of that stuff leaving. Hi, little baby.
She's
I'm here with my
oh,
and I'm here with my friend Gina, who also loves cats. So I'm not going to show up. Who knows?
so smart.
But anyway, the way we always start is by singing in the archangels. Why do we do that? Because I need help. And so we're going to start with these are the shamanic directions. And so I'm going to bring in the east first over here, and the east is related to Archangel Raphael. So I'm going to go east, south, west, north, and guess what the other ones are? Below, above,
above, below, yeah.
Right.
So I'm going to put up the little song. This song just kind of came through. It's not like, you know, a
Cool
sun rudder song or anything like that, but it's like, but here we go. See, Gina and I were in choir together, and we sing some really complex music, right?
Wow.
Yeah, at times.
At times.
Hey,
So here we go. This is the handout for today. This is what we're doing. We are here because there's an eclipse, and we want to know how to use this energy instead of be used by it, because it can be pretty intense. And this is a time to release some stuff.
oh yeah.
And we're going to be doing a meditation in about a half an hour to really discover and illuminate what is being illuminated within us on a soul level. So these are the things we need. We're going to a journal, a candle. Oh my
Got
God.
it.
A lighter. I should have gone over this. Okay. I don't know where my lighter went. Anyway, aura clearing tool, sacred water, dark chocolate lawn scarf, and here's Carrie. So this is cool. Okay. All right. So here we go. If you want to clear your aura, if you have anything, I have this aura spray right here. So I'm going to use that.
Oh yeah, I have to get that.
If you have like a selenite wand, selenite's really a really good crystal to just kind of gather up all of the little hitchhikers, little critters that you might have picked up. So here's what we got going on, and we're going to sing in the 7 directions. How are you, Carrie? You know Gina, this is my friend Philip. Okay.
Philip with the
Philip.
sweet kitty.
And, yeah,
Oh,
Carrie has been in spirituals classes with me like forever.
Yes, I have, and I'm the better for it, for sure.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Spirits of the East, I am, please come. Spirit of the
Angel mother, come.
Christ, Angel Gabriel, please come. Spirit, Angel Uriel, please come. Spirit, Charity, Archangel Sandalphon, please come. Spirit, Angel Raziel, please come. Spirit, Johanna, please come. Okay, I skipped a couple things I usually have going on to get right to the point today. So just want to let everybody know that we are in for it, but we are going to be meditating on what is being illuminated, okay, within our soulful self. And guess what? We're in a 13-day period of enlightening evolutionary guidance energy. Okay, so we can really and it's an eclipse and it's a full moon. So this is good. So evolutionary guidance is this is from Palladian astrology, earth energy astrology, and it's Pia Orlean and Colombard Smith that came up with this. It took them 10 years, and all the best stuff takes a while to really process. So enlightening evolutionary guidance energy is an idealistic period for collectively moving forward in our evolution if we use our hearts more than our minds. So my mind loves to analyze everything, and just and my heart just knows stuff, and I don't know how I know it. Okay, so we're looking at, it's kind of hard to explain when you're heart centered and you're coming from your heart. It's kind of hard to explain why you do anything. And there's a universal energy of 8, so we're connecting. So we're going to be doing figure 8s when we do a little movement before we get into the meditation. So this is a really good time to do the figure 8s because it's connecting, and we're in universal energy of 8. Plus we're in earth energy of remembering. So if anybody has stars, planets or points related to the star Almach, that star is active during this eclipse. The sun's right on it, so that'll be interesting. But this is all my astrology guides are telling me this is a time for emotional healing, this intense eclipse energy. So hopefully we can release enough to have that happen. So I've got, I'm going to make Carrie co-host, especially if other people get here. And that way she can mute anybody that has a dog barking or a buzz saw going or anything like that. So what do you want to release? What do you mean what release? Everything in your life that is not love can be released in this full moon ceremony. So that's pretty powerful. And so if there's something that you've been wanting to release that still is not gone, then this is the time to do it. In the friggin' just had the eclipse at 10:36 this morning. I think all of us are in Pacific time. Some of you watching the replay may not be in Pacific time, but that's what time it was for us. So you can kind of calculate based on Pacific time when this eclipse actually happened for you. So even it's really powerful coming up to the eclipse. And so I want to check in with everybody to see if you've had really intense energies happening lately, and then we're going to go on and explain the astrology of what's happening in a little bit. So anybody want to share anything that's like intense and just got healed in the last week? Because this intense energy has been going on since April 20th at the new moon that was an eclipse, and now we're at the full moon part. So they're like bookends, they're like two halves, and now we're at the final one, thank goodness. So any realizations, anything that you felt releasing? I know for me, I felt a lot of dissolving, and it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go with, I didn't really need to know what all that was, but it's dissolving anyway, and we'll see what happens. And so a lot of what's dissolving is my resistance to just really knowing myself fully. I used to like be afraid of the hidden stuff, used to be afraid of the depths, used to be afraid of the heights, used to be afraid of the breadths. So just like Elizabeth Barrett Brownlee used to say, I love you with the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach. You know, I've been afraid of some of that, you know. So it's just like, okay, so a lot of that is releasing. Anybody else have anything like emotional? We will have emotional wound stuff come up, and you don't have to like throw anybody under the bus over that, but if anybody wants to, you kind of you know, anonymously mention, oh, a person in my life that used to do blah blah blah. Anybody? Nobody wants to share. Okay, just giving you guys a chance. Oh, Carrie, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I've done a whole bunch of letting go, and there's been a whole bunch of people sort of coming in and out of my life, and I've been sort of feeling stretched with this. I didn't feel like I was dissolving. I almost felt like I was being stretched with this energy. And yesterday I got about a vertigo, and I was like, what in the world is this? And realizing that I had let go of so much and released so much. And sort of felt on that edge of not being in balance, that it was just it was a lot to come back into balance, and by today I've been able to eliminate the vertigo. But yeah, that was a lot of energy.
Yeah, that's a lot of times when you process a lot of energy, that there is vertigo, and so that can be a symptom of, yeah, you're doing it right. It's not, vertigo isn't a sign of, oh no, now I'm sick and now this is not, you don't have to go down over it. It's just like, oh, okay, well, maybe I've been bringing in so much that I have to process, I have to, you know, just because, you know, what are the doctors, when I go in and say, oh, I got vertigo, they're like, okay, here's a pill that's going to knock you out so you don't wake up. And I'm like, okay, why don't I just not go to the doctor and just lay down and not, you know, just rest. So it's amazing how that, okay. So this is your last chance to talk about how the energy is affecting you. And I'm going to move on and explain. Okay, go ahead, Gina. You have to unmute.
Thank you.
Oh no. She got unmuted and then she muted again. There you go.
Can you hear me now? Oh,
yes.
Okay. I think a lot of my stressors and things that have been happening were that I had to have some kind of control in my head over steps and order. And I just said this past week, you know, I'm just going to give it up. I'm going to give it up, release it, let it go, and trust divine order that it's going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. And I've got to just let it go. And then about it, and woke up and I felt so much better. So that's a lot of that has happened this week for me. Yeah.
Good. So you've been using this eclipse energy to
Yes.
let it go and just, yeah, no, you don't have to have everything like step by step. It doesn't have to be linear. It doesn't
Right.
going to be what it is. And that's awesome that you let go of all of that resistance to what it.
Yes. It's been a good thing. It really has.
And you woke up and you know that it was good because you woke up feeling good.
Right. Exactly.
Beautiful. Good work. Awesome. Okay, Philip, last chance to say anything before I move on. Okay, are you not going to unmute? Okay. No, okay. All right, so I'm going to share my, oh, somebody else is here. Yay, Myra made it. Okay, hello, Myra. It's wearing a red feather hat. I love it. Thank you, Myra. Myra is in my writing group. Myra, I am here with my friends Carrie and Gina that are in my spiritual church with me, and my friend Philip, who I've known for decades. So we're all here and we're all talking about how we're doing in the middle of this intense eclipse energy. And I'm going to explain the astrology a little bit, and then we're going to go into a little bit of movement and some meditation.
Sounds nice. Quickly, I'm going to a Oaks party. I live near Churchill Downs, Kentucky Derby, and Cinco de Mayo today. So
Thank
you.
Awesome.
Happy Derby.
Okay, so Myra's already celebrating. Awesome.
Yay.
Okay, so we are in an eclipse. We're just ended at 10:36 Pacific time, this eclipse portal that we've been in since April 20th. And so what happens is, in an eclipse, in a full moon, okay, we'll start with a full moon. In a full moon, you've got the sun over here. This is a glyph for the sun. These are the signs in the outer ring. So we've got the sun in Taurus right now, okay, at 14 degrees, 58 minutes. And this big red line is the opposite of that, which is the moon at 14 degrees, 58 minutes. And this is Scorpio. So when you've got these two on opposite ends, it's like, okay, I'm dealing with opposites. I'm dealing with the Scorpio-Taurus axis. And all of these signs have their opposite counterpart. And once you go through all of these full moon periods consciously, you start realizing, oh, this is my opportunity to resolve this conflict that's been inside me for ever. So the Scorpio is the one that digs deep, goes way into the ocean depths or way into the center of the earth. And you just really, it's like you pull up the rocks and uncover all the bugs. And it's just all of the stuff within you, all of the stuff that just kind of, needs to go and needs to release. But you need to be willing to just say, I'm not going to resist this stuff anymore. I'm just going to let it come up, and then I'm going to let it go. So, and it could come up with a lesson. Taurus energy, on the other hand, loves nature, loves the earth, loves to ground, loves to hold on to things. So it's really, we're being invited during this time with Taurus North Node to really just be like, okay, what do I actually want to bring in? What do I actually want to bring in that's going to serve me? And then we're releasing out the Scorpio South Node. So we're releasing out things that you no longer want, you no longer need, in order to create space for what you really energetically want. So a lot of people that I know that follow astrology have been cleaning out their closets and giving away a bunch of stuff to people. And so I did that last month. But this month, I've been clearing out a lot of stuff in my head where I've been resisting new things that just sounded absolutely crazy to me. And now they don't. So that's kind of interesting. So that's the Taurus Scorpio axis. And in this particular full moon, there's a couple of active players. We can see that the sun is right next to Uranus. And so we never really know. Unexpected things could just show up in our lives and we're like, wow. And it could be it's like whatever it is that shows up right now is from Uranus, the planet of change. And it could be a change we've been asking for, and it could be a change that we're like, what? And we could think that it's like this bad thing that just popped in. But everything that pops in during a Uranus transit is for our own growth and our own good. So Yeah, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, my mother's generation used to say. So the other player